Cao Cao was an adopted child of a powerful eunuch in the Han Empire. Before the era of the Three Kingdoms, he served under the command of Prince of Chen, Prince Liu Chong. In 185 AD, a movement led by the Zhang brothers calling themselves the Yellow Turban started a rebellion against the emperor. The Han Empire now faced an imminent collapse. The emperor calls those who are loyal to him to protect the mandate of heaven. Cao Cao answered his call and was appointed as captain of the cavalry. He led a personal charge against the rebellion and defended the empire with honor. Emperor Ling died the same year and created a chaos in the imperial court. The eunuchs planned to rule over the empire and use the young prince as their puppet, but their plan was foiled and were executed by a warlord known as Dong Zhuo when he arrived at the capital Luoyang. Dong Zhuo usurps the throne for himself and started to rule as the sole ruler of the empire. He poisoned the empress dowager along with her children, but only let one prince to live so that he may use him as a puppet emperor. The puppet emperor, known as Emperor Jian, was held as a hostage. This led to many warlords to conspire against Dong Zhuo and created the coalition to unite against the tyrant. Cao Cao was one of these warlords. In 190 AD, the coalition openly rebelled against Dong Zhuo in order to rescue the emperor. A great battle occurred at the Holua Pass. The tyrant army led by the great warrior Lu Bu was facing against the united coalition forces. The strategist for this battle was none other than Cao Cao. Cao Cao, together with the other warlord, managed to defeat Lu Bu and forced Dong Zhuo's army to flee back to Luoyang. Knowing his defeat was imminent, Dong Zhuo razed Luoyang to the ground. The imperial city was burned to the ground overnight. The tyrant fled west to Chang'an, a much more defensible position because of the mountains surrounding it. Dong Zhuo was later murdered by his own son and commander, Lu Bu. With the tyrant gone, the coalition disbanded and now fought amongst each other for the imperial throne. Cao Cao had not forgotten about the emperor Xian and now marches his cavalry to save the emperor. The emperor was found abandoned at the ruins of Luoyang. Cao Cao took him under his care. The emperor named Cao Cao the imperial chancellor of the Han Empire. With this new authority, Cao Cao sought to consolidate his grip on China. The emperor was nothing more than a puppet. Cao Cao knows this, and he wielded real power. He began his campaign to conquer China by attacking the former coalition leader Yuan Shao to the north. The region known as the Yan province was vital, for it provided most of China's riches. Once the north was secure, he sought to conquer the eastern lands, the Zhou province. The province was held by Liu Bei. This was the start of a bitter rivalry between the two warlords. Liu Bei was utterly defeated and was forced to flee south. By 208 AD, Cao Cao now holds the entire north of China, while Liu Bei holds the southwest and the warlord known as Sun Quan holds southeast of China. This was the start of the era of the Three Kingdoms. Cao Cao's conquest, however, would finally be put to a stop at the Battle of Red Cliffs. Together, Liu Bei and Sun Quan united their armies, determined to protect the southern China from the warmonger Cao Cao. North and south of China was separated by the Yangtze River. Cao Cao had no experience in naval battle, and he was easily deceived by a spy who claims to be experienced in naval combat. His ships were too close together at the docks, and this led Liu Bei and Sun Quan to attack his ship with burning unmanned ship. Cao Cao's fleet was consumed by fire because of this small mistake, and his armies are now forced to fight against the ambushing southern armies. Cao Cao was defeated and was forced to run back north during the battle. Liu Bei and Sun Quan succeeded in stopping Cao Cao from conquering the south. Cao Cao died in 220 AD with a fragmented China. His son, Cao Pi, would later succeed him and force Emperor Xian to abdicate his throne. Cao Pi is now the new emperor, Emperor of Wei. Liu Bei declared his own empire, Empire of Shu Han, while Sun Quan declared his realm to be Empire of Wu. The Three Kingdoms era would finally come to an end when Cao Pi conquered the other two kingdoms in his lifetime and finally achieving his father's dream of a united China.